Hello, this is Mike Ray with my weekly song selection from yesterday once more. Today's tune has a special place in my heart for an old Deer Park, Texas musician that grew up with us. But before I get to him, last week I presented a song by the Eagles from 1975 entitled Your Lying Eyes. It had crossed over from a pop chart to a country chart. Well, today's song, also from 1975, did a flip-flop from the country charts to the pop charts. This song was written by Ben Peters and Vivian Keith out of Nashville, Tennessee, around 1964. It had been performed by numerous artists, such as Jerry Lee Lewis, Farron Young, Linda Martell, Dottie West, and Charlie Pride. And as a side note to you, Ben Peters also wrote Kiss an Angel Good Morning for Charlie Pride a few years later. Now back to today's song. It wasn't until a bluesy swamp rock musician from San Benito, Texas, who went by the name L. B. Hop Kid, who really wasn't into country, but he is talked into cutting this song in a studio. He read the lyrics, did a few takes, stopped, got out a pen, piece of paper, translated a verse, and with it hit number one on the country chart, and then flipped over to number one on the pop charts. Now let's go back to Deer Park, Texas. For us local musicians and fans in and around Houston that grew up back in the day with this noted studio musician and artist who started out playing professionally for the country great Gene Watson at the ripe old age of 13. This Deer Park friend went on to number 9 on the charts with Sometimes I Talk in My Sleep. He charted 6 more times between 1975 and 1978 with numerous hits. Now to bring all this back. My old friend, Mr. Randy Conner, studio musician and artist, passed away March of 2022. He was the studio musician in Nashville playing guitar on this number one hit by Freddy Fender. If it brings you happiness, I wish you all the best. It's your happiness that matters most of all. But if you ever breaks your heart, if a teardrop ever starts, I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Si te quieres de verdad, felicidad, felicidad. Te deseos, Lord, más buenos por los dos. Pero si dejas hablar, a mí me puedes hablar. Yes, I stay cuando yes está. I'll be there anytime you need me by your side to drive away every teardrop that you cry. And if he ever leaves you blue, just remember I love you. I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. And I'll be there before the next teardrop falls. Until next week, another selection. Good night. God bless. See you next week on Yesterday Once More.